Hi, I'm Lee from Hamble Point Yacht Charters. We quite often get questions from charterers that their speed log isn't working. That's the speed through the water. What actually causes it is weed and growth underneath the hull and on the paddle wheel. So I'm going to show you how to resolve that issue. If you look down here at the front of the boat, we have this speed and temperature sensor. Some may look a little bit different with a ring, but this one is there. The arrow points the way that it should go, and inside the actual skin fitting there's a keyway that will lock into place. Many people panic on removing this. As you can see here, we actually have a spare bung or a blanking plate, so we'll have that next to it. Obviously this is sticking through the hull, and some people panic that when we remove it we're going to have lots of water coming into the boat, almost like a geyser of water. But underneath there is actually a flap that will come in and cover it. So I'm going to actually remove it now and show you. So firstly, we unscrew the thread, and as I unscrew it, I get to the top and it's now come off of the actual skin fitting. So while it's in there, as you can see, a little bit of water coming through. As soon as I start to lift, a lot more water comes in. But don't panic. As soon as I pull it out, the little flap comes over. If it's too much, you can pop your hand over it. Not an issue. We take our blanking plate, and while it's leaking, you can see the flap there. We plop that in, and then we screw that down. That has now stopped it. This is actually our paddle wheel that shows our boat speed. As you can see, the arrow going forward, and the wheel itself is bulged on one side and flat on the other. What we need, trusty toothbrush, a glass of water, and what we start doing, firstly we give it a good swoosh off and we get rid of any of the little shrimps that are on it. Get our trusty toothbrush, we start to give it a good clean. I'm doing this quickly, but you give it as much of a clean as you can. With a toothbrush. If there's more stubborn stuff, you would get your Leatherman or something else sharp to be able to clean inside. So let's just grab a little knife there, just to give a scoop around the area, taking some of that muck off. Once you've actually given it a damn good clean, it should then be able to spin nice and freely. This is still a bit dirty, but I would continue to clean it until it's thoroughly clean, and then we'll replace it. In order to replace it, move your clear water to the side, unscrew the blanking plate or the temporary bung, pull that out, make sure your arrow is pointing forward, pop that in, wiggle it around until that keyway locks into place, and then start screwing it down. Once it's screwed down, empty your water from the bilge. That's it.